Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Disc Golf Van Life. I'm Mike, and we're kicking off the final round of the 2024 Jacksonville Open, proudly presented by our title sponsor, Par on Disc Golf. Today, we're following the chase card as they look to make big moves and apply pressure to the lead card. With players like Lance Brown coming off a stellar 15 down in round 2, anything is possible as they take on this challenging course. And joining me for the third and final round is the tournament director, Daniel Alexander.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be here. Voice is back. Gonna do some commentary and enjoy this final round.
All right, and on our chase card, first up we have Noah Meintsma at 20 down. And then we got Sullivan Tipton at 19 down. Sully.
Let's see these guys back for you.
Double G, 18 down. And rounding off the card is Grady Shue at 17 down.
This is a great chase card. I'm very excited to watch these guys play.
All right, let's get started off with hole 1, par 3, 377 feet.
Yeah, so it's a good, hole to start you off. A little bit of danger on the tee shot, but should be something to stretch the legs, hopefully get a birdie look, and get your round started.
Yeah, there's 2 approach shots here off the tee. You can go out the left side, which is a bit more open. A lot of forehand players take that gap. And it looks like Noah's going to show us the backhand down the right side. Nope, down the left side with a big Anheuser.
This almost forced that turnover, but it faded out way earlier than what he wanted, that's for sure.
Still going to be pin high. Just leaked a little left on him. So Sully's going to give us a look at the forehand. And that plays a little bit better to the left gap.
Yeah, if you can get down too and get some ground play here, put yourself in a really good position.
Oh, good tree.
That's a good tree.
Stopped him from going over towards that playground there.
Yeah, it was like hooked up a little earlier than he wanted, but he'll still have a clean look for at least a circle 2 putt, it looks like.
Double G. Big Anheuser shot coming up here.
That's looking pretty. That hooks up. That's going to be great. Oh, yeah. Oh, I niced him.
Nice. Nice.
So we're checking the wind here. These guys are playing 4 palms. It's always windy here. I will say usually this hole is one of the least windy ones just due to the...
Round 1 and round 2 would have you be a liar.
And that one leaks to the left too. Very close to where Noah landed.
Yeah, it went a little bit longer.
With a half run. Oh, I like the bid though. Grady from a similar position.
Plenty of distractions to be had behind the basket there.
Brand new playground. Thanks, City of Jacksonville. Appreciate you. That's a good bid. It's a little low.
Double G's going to have to shape one around this tree here.
Are we going Sonic shot here? Or is this... What are we thinking? No, this is our earlier putter, looks like. Oh.
Should have opted for the Sonic.
Maybe. I couldn't really tell what angle he had behind that tree. So, yeah. Garrett is a much better player than I am, so I'm going to say he made the right call.
Bunch of easy pars for a card to start off the round.
Yeah, so this hole, came in a little bit under par for the tournament. Roughly right under 20% birdie rate for the whole event as well. But again, it's the first hole. I think there's a lot of jitter, especially this is chase card. These guys want to start off good. They know they have 23 more holes to score on, and hopefully they can pick up some birdies as we move forward.
All right, that's going to bring us on to hole 2, par 3, 412 feet.
So this one plays a little downhill. I will say you get a lot of ground play here if you play something that you get a little nose up and a flare. Do you have a man that you got to worry about the tee box that kind of just keeps you honest and keeps you out of one's fairway. But I think you're gonna see a lot of right hand, backhand, stock hyzers, how we call them, to kind of get yourself in a good position to get down here by the basket.
Yeah, it seems there's 3 gaps here. You can go down the left side, go straight down the middle, or you can go out to the right. Looks like Noah's going straight down the middle with a turnover shot here.
Yeah. He definitely gets the flare I was talking about. A little early, but that putt's going to be clean. I mean, he's right there in circle's edge, it looks like.
He wanted a little bit more turn out of that one,
Mm-hmm.
but he's going to have a clean look for his birdie.
Right-hand forehand here.
And goes down the middle gap, it looks like.
Oh, unfortunate. Had some of the guardian trees and have a tough scramble there. Should be able to get up and down for a 3, but birdie look will be pretty tough.
Normally the forehand shots are aiming for the left gap, so I wonder if he was really trying to flip one up and go down the middle. Double G picking the right side gap with the backhand hyzer.
Yeah, that's the gap I like. He gets unfortunate little kick there on the limbs hanging down, guardian card in the basket.
I think that's the gap that most players aim for, but
On this card,
Grady's been hyzer flipping right down the middle, trying to go right at the basket, just like that.
that is a great shot. That's if you're hitting that gap, that's the way. That's the perfect way to throw that shot. Love the bid by Garrett. Sullivan straddling out here. And gets it. Wow. I didn't think off his drive he had a look there, but he proved me wrong. What a great putt.
Yeah, great step out from behind that tree. Makes his birdie. Noah going a little long off of his drive.
Did not matter.
Takes a birdie as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Grady leaving himself with just a 10-foot putt for birdie.
Yep, that's a good way to get it too. Like I said, you play that whole the gap he hit and the way the disc flew.
3 birds and a par. That's got to be above average.
Oh yeah, this hole kind of right in the middle. You know, definitely was under par for the tournament. I think like 2.8, 2.85 was kind of the range. But not a lot of bogeys on this hole. It's a lot of 2s and 3s.
All right, and if that was middle of the pack, I'd like to know what this one is. Hole 3, par 3, 375 feet.
So yeah, hole 3, the average came in a little over par for the tournament. Let's see here. It was the third hardest hole, looks like, for the third round.
Yeah, I mean, such a tight fairway. Not to be surprised.
Yeah, the greens open up a little bit compared to last year. So a little more forgiving if you kind of miss your line, that you can still get up and down.
Yeah, looks like this year, a lot of people are taking this gap out to the right side, which I don't think was really available in previous years.
It was, but it wasn't as, I say, inviting as it was this year.
Noah kicked off the tree there. Got to be safe. There is OB walking path out to the left, but he didn't reach it.
It's a little low. Oh, that's an interesting flare.
It's a big skip. Wow.
Okay, he's in the middle of the fairway. I mean, obviously, that's probably going to be a birdie, but you can't ask for a better spot when you have a missed throw to be in the middle of the fairway in this hole.
I mean, he skipped another 50, 60 feet off of that.
I know Grady round 2 had a great drive here. See if he can replicate it.
Yeah, he missed everything. Parked it. Almost does it again. I mean, not as parked, but that's still going to be a birdie look.
I mean, still the birdie look. He landed in a spot to get him a clean look to the basket.
I mean, round 2, he was right underneath the basket.
Yeah, he was going to hit his head, it looked like, when he was putting it. Garrett throwing a pretty clean shot as well. Fading a little early, though. And he gets hung up on the bushes.
Sometimes those bushes save you from leaking over to that walking path. OB, as I said.
Yep. Little soft touch play there by Sullivan.
Hits the gap. Give him a nice tap in par.
A little patent pending here for Noah. And hold it up and down as well. Garrett with a little patent pending too. A little more of a run there. Oh, good bid.
That was the Sonic.
That was the Sonic, yeah. Grady was a little angler here. Didn't bug him though. Grady, I think, might have birdied this hole every round. I know he did 2 of them at least.
You might be right, actually.
Mm-hmm. Go back to the stats and check it out. Oh, he's talked about it. Dang it, I missed it.
Actually, round 1, he just parted. But round 2 and now in round 3, he did get birdies.
Yeah. I think the car was talking about it. If you listen to the
Yeah.
video back, I think Sullivan asked him, "You birdied every round?" He's like, "Let me see the first." Definitely a good one to get. I feel like if you get a birdie here, you're getting, you know, quarter, or maybe even a half stroke on the field, because it's not a very common birdie to see on the course. You know, I think the birdie percentage was definitely, you know, closer to 10%.
All right, now almost exact opposite from that tightly wooded hole. We have hole 4, par 3, wide open 403 feet.
Yeah, so this one, I think was the 4th easiest hole on the course. Mostly due to the birdie percentage. You know, we were up in like 30% here. It's not even close. I think 40% one round. So it's definitely one of these guys want to attack, want to put himself in a good position to make a putt and get the stroke.
Yeah, the talent for the MPO field this year was deep.
Oh yeah,
Grady, one of the ones to have gotten a birdie on this hole already.
Grady's got birdie's last 2 holes, going for a turkey here, but be tough from that angle.
Yeah, it got turned over just a little too much on him.
No, we'll go with the right hand backhand turnover as well. Like that angle he's on. Oh, faded out a little early, but that's a clean putt right on circle's edge.
I don't think that's sealing. I don't think he's going to have to contend with that. Sullivan with the forehand.
Yeah, I do feel like the forehand is I think the better play here, but
If you got 400 foot of forehand
and you can do that.
and you can do that, that is the play.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, Garrett's play here is probably my favorite. I love watching this shot.
That's his roller disc in his hands.
He's gonna go for another one. That's looking great. Yep. I mean,
That curls up nicely.
that's so cool to watch in person. Even to see it here at the catch cam. Great job of Grace, by the way. Oh, Grady hits one of those guardian trees, and they're straddle out to hopefully save his par. Great putt by Noah. Grady's on a slightly obstructed putt, but
Should be able to step out to the side of this tree.
he's been putting pretty good the whole weekend, so keep up that energy. He should bury this one and move on to the next. Solid putt, good form. You know, we got 2 drop-ins here for birdies here with both Sullivan and Garrett pretty much putting it within 10 feet.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice birdie off of that drive for Sullivan. And Double G's killer roller. As you said, love seeing his rollers.
Yeah, there's a few holes out here that he plays in. He's gone dialed in.
Yeah, 3 or 4 of them, actually. All right, hole 5, par 3, 380 feet.
Yeah, hole 5 here. Honestly, this from the blue path is probably one of my favorite holes on the course. I just love the kind of, you know, tight gap with the Mando and the up to down. Kind of, all I can see the flag from the tee box. Just kind of really demands a good technical, clean shot. Because if you're on the fairway left or right, really, you're in trouble with that, even getting a par could be trouble.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch a nice late turning hyzer flip just like this. Oh my goodness. I didn't even say nice.
You did it. You waited. I heard you hold your breath. Like, I think that's good. And again, he landed in an unfortunate spot. It'd be tough to get a birdie there, but hopefully get up and down for his par. Sullivan with a forehand. Wants it to hook up though. Gets a good tree kick. He's in the fairway.
Yeah, lucky to not leak over into the trees over there. Turns into jail real quick. See if Double G can give us a nice soft turning hyzer flip here.
It's a good angle. Get over. That's buttery.
Look at that.
Oh, good tree too. Great shot. Grady a little low, but it is turning. kind of just burns into the
Just caught the
fairway.
edge right there. Stopped him short. Nice open look at it, though.
Oh, good.
Sullivan, after that fortunate kick back out to the fairway.
Strong's a little low. No, from a knee. Ooh. So he was weak side a little bit. But he put it up close. And Garrett pretty much with a tap in birdie look here. That'll do it.
I think you and I got completely different descriptions of she's down there.
That's double G right there. It's happened, man.
Got Mizzo there on the cart for double G, being his caddy. Always good seeing him.
I know if he's anything like me, my range is only 7-8 feet. We're gonna have a bunch of pars cleaning up here.
Yeah, Garrett getting a stroke from the rest of the card at least. And then, yeah, like I said, this hole came in pretty much right around par as the average. Mostly it was being stingy with the birdies. It was like roughly in the low teens, 12%, 16%, pretty much for the tournament.
All right, and here we are at the first of the letter holes on the front 12. Hole A, par 3, 267 feet.
Yeah, so this hole is changed from last year. Last year, it was not elevated, and also it was pushed back to the left in that little cove you see. And it was kind of one of the holes we wanted to change up a little bit. We wanted to take the elevator off of hole C coming up, and we felt that this is a good place to put it and put it in the position that was easier to see, just kind of make it a little more attackable. But still, you need a good execution off the drive and a good putt. Garrett doesn't get that one turned over, and he's in jail over there. That was you don't want to be there.
Yeah, you say more attackable, but every round for the chase card, this has been a tough hole.
Yeah, it's a very unique shot that it requires because you have the Mando here that it's kind of playing mentally. A lot of guys they focus so much on not missing that Mando, they don't really execute. I feel like the height they want or the turn, and it's just kind of unique to see what shots people throw here because it's always different. I like that by Sullivan. If he gets a ground play there, that is a good shot. Yeah, very well played.
Hit that hillside at the right angle.
It's like another forehand here for Grady.
Nice flip up.
Yeah, flipped up. This is laying flat. And pretty much same spot Sullivan is. All right. So Garrett does have a little bit of a lean out here, so.
Yeah, because of that ceiling, he's going to have to drop down to a knee. Oh, we're calling in the Sonic.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to find a way. Oh, wow. That's a great shot still. It's hard to capture that on camera, how tight that gap is from the hill and that limb, and how you get to really execute and hit. Noah getting his birdie. Grady's pretty much right there next to him.
Yeah, they both hit that hillside just right. Got under that low ceiling off the tee box. Now we're going to see Double G with the comeback putt after that Sonic upshot.
And that's the elevated pass that keeps you honest. I will say if you go long here, especially behind G, that Spanish moss comes into play big time. So I think he kind of put himself in the best position where he can still attack this putt and not have to worry about that very much. Here you go. It's a good scramble. I feel like off the tee shot, I honestly thought G was a little more in the thick of it over there, but he had a nice little lean out pitch up there with the Sonic to scramble, get his par. And Sullivan with a little tap in there, and his great drive by him. Good birdie.
All right, moving on to hole B. Longest hole on the course, coming in at par 4, 748 feet.
Yeah, so again, this is another change we had from last year. Last year it was a par 4, but it wasn't one of our shorter pins, more to the right. This year we wanted to extend it to the longer pin, just to kind of a little more scoring separator, but also kind of punish in a sense a little bit anyone that might try to creep right early. So we feel the way that we wanted to hold it played is kind of the left side and find a way to attack in from that angle.
Yeah, the play here, you just want to pump one out as far as you can. Leaving it out to the left is probably for the best.
Yeah, you definitely want to. It's kind of that you want to finish as close to the woods as you can on that second set of trees, but you don't want to be too close because if you get stuck inside there early, it is hard to get out.
Sully with a huge Anheuser shot here.
Yeah, that looks like a monster. Oh, a little bit of trees in there in the end, but still in a good spot.
So Grady's really been showing us his power in round 1 and 2 on this hole, and does it again.
Yeah, watch these guys throw this far. I mean, I'm lucky to be in the shade back there from the white team.
Right.
So, like, these monster throws, it seems so effortless. It's awesome to see them in person and on video coverage.
Here comes the roller. Huge roller. I almost feel like Double G's trying to get out to the right side with these.
I mean, if there is angle up there, especially if you're more comfortable with your right-hand backhand play.
And every time he gets stuck in that same spot.
Yeah, it's kind of the risk-reward situation. It's, if you get over there right, 20 feet to the right where he was, it's kind of clean up and down. Sullivan's been throwing that forehand pretty well.
That's a little bit more of a flare skip than he wants, but
yeah, still he, got 700 plus feet in 2 throws, give him a chance to get that birdie. No, a little mid-range shot possibly. It's knocked down by some limbs.
Double G, he knows this spot all too well.
Yeah, there's an angle here. It's tight. He needs some ground play. That tree might have helped him actually. He's right there in circle 1.
Grady going wide, out to the left here, looking for a big flare skip at the end.
I like that play.
He's trying to avoid all the trees.
I like it. That's what I attempt to do when I play this hole. This always work out that way, but
Might be your third shot.
no, with a little half bid there. Check out the subtle first par. Ooh, just a little bit shooting out there for Sullivan. There with a little bit of straddle putt.
Looking to take a birdie here.
Yeah, he's gonna be happy with his look after where his drive landed. The second shot was really nice. Oh, just airballs it, unfortunately.
Did not like to see that after he made a great second shot from that position.
No save to this par. And Grady's the only one here that has a chance for the birdie now, looks like. Yep. Good birdie by Grady.
It's going to be back-to-back birdies for Grady.
He's playing clean golf. It's played great this whole. All these guys have played great this whole weekend.
All right, we're going to go from course's longest hole to one of the shorter holes. Hole C, par 3, 247 feet.
Yep, so this was our island hole, double Mandos. Again, the change from last year. This hole was elevated. Couldn't off the elevator. I felt like the island and Mandos. That's enough gimmick. I mean, the elevator as well this year. So a little more ace potential. Plays about the same difficulty. Still got to make a good tee shot. Still got to park it in that circle 1 island.
Yeah, we had Silas Schultz hit the basket in round 1.
And Grady's trying to maybe do the same thing here. Oh, it just fades out a little early, but that's a great shot.
Noah hit the Mando tree in round 2. Let's see if he can correct himself.
I believe he did.
Just skips over the bricks. Sully with the forehand.
Forehand.
A little bit more touchy on this approach.
Needs that to get down though. Just sit. Nice. Did well.
It's the only thing I don't like about the forehand shot here. You really risk fading out and skipping out of the island.
Yeah. I go back and forth myself when I play the blue pads here of mid-range or fairway driver, just due to the distance.
And they're throwing putters.
And they're throwing putters. Yeah, it must be nice. But that's why you throw a putter there, because the ground play isn't a worry.
Yeah, you want that soft landing at the end.
That's a great putt by Sullivan.
From the edge of the island, takes down the birdie. Everyone made the island, made the Mandos today.
That's why the chase card, buddy. That's why we're here.
That's right. Final round.
On the round, they putted a bunch. So, like, all right, nothing to do now. Go out here and execute. There we go.
Double G snuck over the basket there.
Mm-hmm. So pretty much this hole, for the tournament, came in roughly middle of the pack when it came to averages, but definitely the highest birdie percentage hole. But in all reality, it's pretty much birdie or bogey.
I think it's because your drop zone is not an easy drop zone.
No, I think it's 65 feet. I think it's something like that. So circle 2 putt, right?
Something like that. Circle 3?
I think it's circle 2. It's circle 2 edge. That's kind of my take. I want it to kind of, be a good putt. You still got to earn it.
Can't be a gimme.
Can't be a gimme. And at the same time, I say that, then if you go look at my score and weekend, someone here on this commentary got a 5 on that hole. I don't know what the hell got going on. Anyway, moving on. Hole 6.
Hole 6, one of the tightly wooded holes here. Par 3, 270 feet.
Yeah, so definitely, probably the most wooded hole we have here on the course, especially at the blue tee box. The gap you need on that first 50 feet is very narrow. I think the biggest thing is you got to stay in the fairway. You got to get the first 150 feet straight, and then from there, if you have the ability to turn something over a little more right, that's the angle I would go for.
I'm like, what fairway?
I mean, it's there. And that's...
Oh.
Let's say it's looking pretty
good.
Double
Third
tree.
Yeah.
His second tree, yeah.
So Noah going to go with the forehand roller. Get this down on a slight angle. Getting real skinny.
Oh, hits the pole. See, a lot of forehand rollers on this hole. I'd say that's for sure.
Yeah, so he said, let me try that.
He's just in the fairway. Okay, that's good. If you're going to miss, that's where you want to miss that right there.
I think we might have 3 forehand rollers here with Double G following them up. You want to get it down on a cut, roll angle, start off right, and then finish left. It's so hard to get clean through that, even with the stand, with the disc standing vertical.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sullivan hits another one of the baby trees there. Garrett with a little pitch up.
Another sonic up shot from him.
Sullivan for par look here. Unfortunately, doesn't get it.
Just off the basket for his birdie.
No, just missed his birdie as well. So no birdies here on chase card. And hole 6 just came in average right under par pretty much for the tournament. One of the holes where we had a lot of scoring separations. We had a good bogey percentage, good birdie percentage, good par.
Yeah, I would imagine this hole and the next hole gives it a run for its money as far as being the most wooded hole on the course.
Oh, for sure. Definitely, makes you scramble if you got the fairway. You got to earn that par from that point forward. Hilton on a hole 7.
Par 3, 253 feet. A little bit shorter than hole 6.
Yeah, I think it's a very unique tee shot. Something that you need to get right really quickly. So, depending on some guys might throw the roller here. They might throw, some sort of forced right-hand, backhand turnover. The big thing here, there's a few guardian trees right off the kind of tee box here. And You got to hit that gap initially, and then you can just float down that way. I think Noah got by them, but he did nick one. Like,
Yeah, I think the shot that you want to actually get down to the basket is the high turnover backhand.
yeah, I do feel. I mean, Grady threw a great shot there, but that's still. I mean, he's in a little bit of jail out the side, but
Almost got to the path out to hole 8.
yeah, I do feel like they want to go a little higher. I do love that play from Garrett, though. It didn't get over enough, it looked like, but yeah, that forehand play, I see a lot of people try that one. And that tree, it's probably the beating that tree is taking is mostly forehand play.
Chase card is showing you this is a tough hole.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the lower birdie percentage holes. It's really, really tough to get down, clean to even circle 2. But Noah's going to have himself an easy par drop, it looks like. A little half run there from Sullivan.
Nice line drive.
I like it. And Garrett pitching up there too.
Everyone's shaping some nice shots through all of these trees.
And they're all throwing little forehand flexes here, it looks like. I like it. There we go, good par. Again, no birdies on 7. Again, no birdies on either, actually, of the wooded holes. 6 or 7 from this card. But at the same time, I think only one bogey, which was Sullivan on hole 6. Actually, look at the scorecard here. Sullivan's bogey on hole 6 was not only the first bogey for him, the first bogey on the whole card.
Wow.
You guys have played some clean golf.
They're going to head on out to hole 8. This one's coming in at only a par 3. Plays downhill, 474 feet.
Yeah, so definitely one of the other changes here from last year. Last year, this was a par 4, a little farther back in the woods. We wanted to bring this par 3 into play. Thought it was a better score separator. And really would challenge these guys, especially being downhill, to get something that is clean, but also got to worry about that OB to the left and get something finished here right.
So Grady, I think he's going to go with the attacking straight towards the basket with a hyzer flip. Nice late flip at the end.
It's looking pretty good. Just doesn't want to get in to the early. I think he's okay there.
No, that's not bad at all. Stopped him just a little short.
Yeah, the biggest danger, I mean, obviously going OB left is very, very unfortunate, but you do not want to go in the woods early to the right. It is jail in that area.
Now, this is the play I really like to see, the forehand. We saw Lance get the birdie in it in round 2.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I think he's got some unfortunate ground play there.
Yeah, he clipped that palm tree at the end. Probably stopped him a good 20, 30 feet shorter than what he would have had.
Yeah, if you can get that forehand to, hit the ground with a good nose angle, flare into the basket, definitely put you in a good position to make a good putt.
Double G trying this roller again.
Oh, no.
Gets down on a bad angle.
Yeah, and that's the area you don't want to be in. It is really tough to get a clean look at the basket over there.
Sully trying to do the forehand as well.
Looks like Ryan has it a little early, but I think he's right in the last gap, or there's in the first gap you have there to have a clean look.
Double G trying to do a cut roller.
He's got to get right.
Stood up on him. Needed more cut.
It'll be a tough par look for Double G.
Sully looks like he found a gap over here.
Yeah, it's like he's like in the last spot or first spot you can be to have a decent look at that basket. Gives it a nice little bid, but with a settle for a par.
Grady finding a gap as well.
Oh. It's a little low.
It's a great birdie to get if you can get it.
Yep. This actually came in as the hardest hole in the round, actually, for round 3. As you can see here, we're going to have no pars. Yeah, no pars. Sorry, I mean the jinx Garrett there. No pars and one bogey, looks like by Garrett.
Yeah, I'm sure there wasn't many birdies. We did see Lance Brown make it in round 2.
Yeah, I feel if you have that right-hand forehand power, or if you're a lefty, this hole plays to your advantage for sure.
Them cheating lefties.
Yeah, those cheater lines.
Tough hole for the card.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the birdie percentage on this hole for the weekend was right under 10%, so very low. If you got it, you're getting stroked from everybody.
All right, and on to our final hole of the front 12. Iconic hole. Par 3, 367 feet.
Yep, hole 9 is our water carry. The water is a lot higher this year. Go back and watch coverage from last year on the DiscGolfVanLife channel. It's out there.
Yeah.
You'll see the water level is a good few feet lower. So
5, 6, 7, 8 feet.
yeah, this basket last year, I'd say this year, circle one edge is probably in the water on this. Oh, good skip up. Wow. He's done it a few times, hasn't he?
We've seen that from a few different people on Chase Card, actually. No, I think takes a very similar line.
A little more turn on his.
Didn't get back up onto the land. I don't know if he touched the land and then went back into the water. Hard to tell from this angle.
It was tough to tell. It looked like he was. I mean, when he hit the water, I thought he was gonna make it. Honestly,
Needed one more skip off of that.
Sullivan with the forehand.
Just gotta get around this tree. Oh, hits the tree. So that definitely did hit the land.
Definitely did.
So he's not gonna have to proceed to the drop zone. He can take his drop from where he touched. Double G a little turned.
That one turned over.
Oh, he makes it.
He is safe though.
Double G from a knee.
A little half bid there.
Oh, just off the front of the basket. And no, it looks like they did give him a spot crossing the water.
So he took his drop there. That'll be a circle 3 for Noah.
Saves his par. And Brady. They'll look for birdie here.
That's a good putt for Grady to get that birdie.
Nice skip off the water at the end there.
Yeah, be six birdies for Grady. He's bogey free through the first half.
And that wraps up the front 12 of the final round here at the 2024 Jacksonville Open. The Chase Card is doing everything they can to close the gap, but everyone is still chasing down Ezra Robinson after a scorching 18 down in round 2. Be sure to join us for the back 12 as we follow the thrilling conclusion of this tournament. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the back 12.